Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Glad to be with you all and have my turn to share with you. It's right here. Do I have to have it all the way up here?
You do.
You said I could lay it
Well, you could before.
there.
And maybe you can get somebody next to you to hold it.
I'll give it a try, and if I get too frustrated, I'll.
That's a recording. Oh.
Yeah, but for everybody to hear in the room. Just a big one.
Anybody cares to purchase a mic holder, we would be grateful
I
to
already
receive
know
it.
I'm coming.
Yay!
Yay, Jamie. So I'm going to start with a poem by Portia Nels that has been significant in my life for many years, and I think it relates to my topic, which was already announced, Navigating Change. It's called Autobiography in 5 Short Chapters. 1, I walk down the street. There is a hole in the sidewalk. I fall in. I am lost. I am helpless. It isn't my fault. It takes forever to get out. 2, I walk down the same street. There is a hole, deep hole in the sidewalk. I pretend I don't see it. I fall in again. I can't believe I am in this same place, but it isn't my fault. It still takes a long time to get out. 3, I walk down the same street. There is a deep hole in the sidewalk. I see it is there. I still fall in. It's a habit. But my eyes are open. I know where I am. It is my fault. I get out immediately. 4, I walk down the same street. There is a deep hole in the sidewalk. I walk around it. 5, I walk down another street. It's been a powerful poem for me for many, many years. So before I leap into this, I consider squirrel to be my spirit animal. And once again, my squirrel brain, collecting valuable nuggets, had a hard time deciding on which of the many ideas I had to share with you. I thought about revisiting a presentation I gave at MCSL in October of 2022 called God It. It's where I explored how I'm better off when I stop trying to be in control, shifting from I've got it to got it. When I realized and accepted that was clearly what I needed to do for this presentation, I started getting messages. So you get to go on a journey with me today. As I opened to that guidance, one thing that happened was the words navigate and speculate were repeating in my mind, even when I woke up at night. Another was thinking about how much change, some of it truly difficult, is going on in our world, our country, with many of my friends, in our local and spiritual communities, and in my personal life. Too far. Yeah, I'm on one page. Fingers don't work as well since my injuries. There we go. So navigating change became my topic. I'm going to do my best to present the ideas I was guided to share as briefly as I can, to leave time for your responses, as I truly want to hear and learn from all of you. Like Reverend Tanya, I love dictionaries. However, I like the thesaurus even better. So in a nutshell, that's the squirrel again, navigate means charting a course, and speculate means form a theory about a subject without firm evidence. Some synonyms for navigate are steer, guide, maneuver, direct, handle, negotiate. And for speculate, conjecture, hypothesize, make suppositions, guess, postulate, surmise. I began to understand the message of these words in relation to my topic of change. It's a really good idea to fully understand what's actually going on before I choose what I want to do about it.
Yes.
I know there is not a single one of us who has not gone through significant change. I mean, we all started as babies, and look at us now. And through our adult lives, I'm pretty sure that we've all come to understand the saying, the only constant is change. It's not always challenging. Sometimes it's great, such as falling in love or finding spiritual community. But sometimes it's really difficult, like losing someone or something you cherish, or experiencing illness or injury. Through my personal experience, I have come to believe whether we see it as good or bad depends on our choice to respond or react. And also if we see it as an opportunity to grow or find it stifling and resort to anger. As I continued to pay attention to the clues that kept coming, I woke up to the number 444 several times, and I checked out the meaning of that on a website by Willow Soul that I consult occasionally. Please remember I'm including this because it came to me when I asked for guidance about what to share with you. So I'm convinced the message is for all of us. The very short version about 444 is, you are being spiritually guided to trust your true self as you are building the foundation for your future and manifesting your vision on this earthly mission. As you grow and evolve through life's different phases, you realize that things that matter to you can change when you discover new things about yourself and uncover the hidden blessings in the world around you. With that insight, I feel like we're off to a pretty good start. Also, a neighborhood hawk has been calling insistently for several days. So I looked up the significance of that in Native American interpretation. By the way, this morning there were 2 in the tree. It's in a book that accompanies medicine cards by Jamie Sams and David Carson. Again, the short version. Hawk is the messenger of the gods. It teaches you to be observant, to look at your surroundings. Life is sending you signals. A clue about the magic of life is being brought to you. It can imbue you to overcome a currently stressful or difficult situation. The test is your ability to observe the nuances of power lurking nearby. Pay attention. You are only as powerful as your capacity to perceive, receive, and use your abilities. Wow, again. So in the process of healing my broken foot and subsequently my ring finger on my right hand and my thumb on my left, I chose a new mantra that has helped me through the challenging changes that I haven't really liked. I realized I had to embrace rather than resist what was going on. So I found myself repeatedly saying, it is what it is, about all kinds of things in my life, especially the physical issues. I've had to accept that I am being given an opportunity to grow in a different way than I was used to. With limitations that I didn't have before, such as trying to grab a piece of paper with this finger, I need to find how to remain resilient and find the inner strength to heal. I'm sincerely trying to reframe setbacks as feedback. In so doing, I am getting a masterclass in patience, not so easy for a squirrel. I'm not so sure I'm passing, as I feel impatient, yet I am healing, so I am grateful. That reminded me of a concept I thought of years ago. When something is happening that we don't like, such as unwelcome change, we have 3 choices. First, choose to be with what is. Second, walk away. Or third, change it. To me, that's reminiscent of the quote, be the change you want to see, often attributed to Gandhi, but I found out it's more likely originally from a woman named Arlene Lawrence, who I found when I checked on a website called Quote Investigator. It's pretty cool. Check it out if you want to know where a quote originated. Again, I felt guided, and I was so impressed, I have to share some of it. Arlene was unhappy with her work in education and ended up initiating a program called the Love Project. She said, "For 7 years, I served my sentence and marked off institutional time. I complained, cried, accepted hopelessness, put down the rest of the faculty for all the things they didn't do, and devoted all my energies to trying to change others and the system." Her approach changed radically when she achieved a crucial insight about the most effective way to achieve change. She said, "It came in on me loud and clear that I was the only one who could imprison or release me, that I was the only one who could do anything about changing. So I let go of my anger and negativism and made a decision to simply be totally loving, open and vulnerable all the time." Once again, I was amazed at the messages I was getting. There's another thing I want to share that I feel clearly happened in response to my request for guidance. John is very good at finding movies that he feels I will like. He knows he has to avoid violence. He can watch those anytime he wants, but I'm not going to participate. So in the last few evenings, he found 2 amazing films on Netflix that were delightful, heartfelt, and inspiring. We laughed and cried. In both cases, the main actor was hardened by life experiences and then had encounters that helped to release anger, forgiving the past, to change and allow love back into their lives. One was a Swedish film, if you can handle subtitles, it's well worth it. It's called A Man Named Ove. That's O-V-E. It's a wonderful movie. And the second was Tom Hanks as Mr. Rogers in It's a Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood. I encourage you to find and watch both of them. They're truly inspiring. So that pretty much sums it up, yet I want to share another poem, this time one of mine. So this was written in July of 2021, 9 months after my mom, Amy, and 6 months after my husband, Jack, died. So talk about navigating major changes in life. Some of you have heard it before, yet it feels like the most appropriate of mine for today's topic. So you get to hear it again. What gets me through? Even when I forget, I know everything that happens in my life is a gift. The ants crawling on my kitchen counter in the morning tell me that I'm letting life bug me, and maybe I need to clean up my act a little better. The lead feather foot driver in front of me on the highway, alternately going fast and slow, reminds me to go with the flow. When I am called to dig deeper to find solace amidst the upheavals and avalanches of life, somehow I know to go to the center of the storm, breathe deeply, find quiet peace there, and return renewed and ready to respond, not react. When thinking of things as bad or worse, I find I need to surrender to what is and release all judgment. Then my life finds its way back to serene acceptance and guides me how to take responsibility to make changes appropriately. My morning readings teach me about synchronicity. Today's message was, and remember, this was back in 2019. Today's message was relax and be confident that there is always an answer and a viable solution to every situation. A few days ago, this message from Helen Keller came twice in 2 different places. The only thing worse than being blind is having sight but no vision. The only thing worse than being blind is having sight but no vision. I choose to open my eyes and realize that it's all sacred ground. The twists and turns, the ups and downs, the joys and tears on this alternately arduous and amazing journey. I see myself taking one sanctified step at a time. Daily, I pursue my chosen goal of peace and joy, grace and ease. I want to pray and play, to honor the sacred and celebrate life, even when I have to remind myself of that choice in every moment. The first bird I hear is a stellar jay, its call both harsh and happy, as if scolding and laughing. It reminds me once again that everything is a gift, and it's my choice how to receive it.
Ooh, wonderful.
Thank you. Which way do we want to start?
What was the title of your talk again?
Navigating change. Yeah. So we do have more time than we sometimes do. So I do believe at least a couple minutes per person will be fine.